They have prepared a speech, but if you may allow me just to rumble on, and maybe if we have time, baka basahin ko to the Executive Secretary, to our newly elected officials from the League of the Provinces of the Philippines led by Governor Presbitero Velasco, Sir, other distinguished guests, mga kababayan. First of all, I'd like to be very clear with you. I was elected to itong trabaho ko ngayon without, hindi ko naman sabihin wala, but without much help, actually. Except for about 5 local officials and about 2 congressmen. Wala akong nalaman na diretsuhin ko nilang tumulong sa akin. I mean, of course, one of them is Abet. Wala man dito si Subiri. Pero I would like to stress na lahat ng pera ng gobyerno para sa infrastructure all throughout the Philippines this year. Talagang si Wendell ang you know Wendell Abisado. Yes, he's an old hand dyan sa DILG noon. Sabi ko sa kanila, pati kay Abuel, yung talagang tunga ba? Yung talagang fair, i-distribute mo lahat. And even today, as you will see, wala ho akong, not even in Davao, there's not so much activity about infrastructure. Ang airport ng Davao, sabi ko, wag muna. Kung may panahon tayo, then let's do it. But take care first of all the needs of the rest of the Philippines. Improve their airports, and if we have the time and the money, then we can probably, kaya kami ni Inday, meron kami kunting ang aking kasi sabi ko, Day, I am here, the mayor, and alam mo na, you cannot stop people from just thinking that probably may tayo, inuuna natin. So, I'd like to assure you, nandyan may yung budget. If you have a big budget, you can either go to kay Bingbong, Medaldia, or to the budget kay Wendell. It's very ordinary. He's just an ordinary guy sa DILG. Got promoted because kasama ko sa team noon sa Davao. Tama yung sabi ni Gordon, probinsyano lang talaga ako. Wala akong magawa. Galing ako doon Ginusto ko man galing ako sa Forbes Park. Anak lang tayo ng migrant from Cebu to Mindanao. Yun ang assure ko sa iyo. I have nothing politically, but alam mo, may distansya natin iba. Because some are friends, some are not. But it doesn't mean to say that I will carry my sentiments dito sa presidency. Please disabuse your man about that. If there's something na may dynamics, may sama ako ng loob, akin yun. And I will show it to you when I'm a civilian. But never as a president na ako na, I will not do that. And to assure you, basta the performance of your duty. Kami ni Secretary Anyo, we have agreed na kagaya ng police pati military, for as long as it is within their scope and accordance with law, I will defend them. Kasi I need the fire in my uniform men to, marami tayong problema. We have been able to fix the BOL. So at least it's not perfect. It can never really be a perfect thing. But doon, medyo less armed violence doon. Si Nur naman, kung makausap ko siya, and I hope to Allah that we'd be able to fix things with him kung same arrangement, then ang worry ko na lang would be the NPA, the Communist Party of the Philippines, and yung droga po. They are not criminals. They are there because they believe in ideology which is already ipasay. Yung bahaw na, ito namang mga leaders nila aging. I really do not know why they would insist on a war until now. It's when all is said and done, 20, 30 years from now, no, they will be really crucified for insisting on a war that they cannot win. But it is also a circle of violence which we cannot prevent totally. So with the ISIS. Pero ako dito sa komunista, they do not do brutal things. Lahat ng sundalo na wala akong nakita ni isang kurot. Dito lang ako talaga na dismayed or na they executed the policemen and to impress the people there, blade pa ang ginamit, tapos pinagahampas. We never did that to any surrendery ng... Kaya gusto kong sabihin sa kanino, bakit din nyo ginawa yun? What's the reason? Give me a reason why na ni minsan hindi namin... And when I was mayor, I was really very insistent. Huwag ninyong gawain yan. Mag-aaway tayo. Because I treated them as brothers. I used to go in and out. And that is why when I first dito, kinuha ko yung ibang mga nagsususpetsa pa nga yung mga military. But you know, in a quest for peace, you have to do everything possible. Hindi naman ito, it's not an abstract thing. You have to look for the formula. So yan ang medyo ang problema natin, pati ang droga. At huwag kayong maniwala. There's an 8888. It's televised nationally. Yung nakalagay dyan, yung briefer ko yan. So we are bound by the results of the government agencies kung ano ang sabihin nila. If they furnish us with documents, we are bound by it. Yung aking briefer, nilalabas ko. Marami dyan for the day, for the last 24 hours. I have my briefer every night. I read it. It's a thick one. Ang sinishare ko lang yung what are the events that transpired. Kung makita mo yung mga nahuli sa droga, there's an A. If it's an A, it's arrested. Maybe this idiotic human rights, akala nila patayan. Ang N is neutralized. Or it could be a dead one, or it could be neutralized, something like wounded, you know. Pero hindi yan patay. On any given day, magdaan ka lang dyan, then you would know, kasi nandyan lahat eh. Whatever happened to Bohol, whatever happened to dyan sa Marinduque, sir, nandyan yan. Nandyan yung pangalan ng victim or arrested person, and then there's the corresponding ano ang nahuli. And then, whether he is dead or was arrested yan. On any given day, may isa, dalawa. And if there's a list siguro at about 20, wala kang makita dyan na na sumobra ng 5. And that's the official record. Oh, how could it reach thousands? Outside of that, yung patayan, hindi na atin yan. At wala akong pakialam dyan kung anong patayan ba dahil for whatever reason. It could be related to some terrorism, but definitely, sabihin mo yung NPA, yung droga na pinatay. Could not be. At hindi ako tumitira dyan sa yung mga basurero. Basurero or the peddlers. Gusto ko yan, drug lord talaga. Yung mga mayor, wala naman tayong magawa. Nandyan sila, pinapatay nila yung pulis. That's a problem. When you start to be a mayor, then you graduate to a warlord status, then you think that you are the king and to protect your business. Ang problema niyan, I'll just share to you. During the time of Ramos, pinatawag kami dito ni Alunan. Alunan then was the DILG. Sinabi niya, galing siya sa Amerika, he talked with the DEA, Drug Enforcement Authorities sa Amerika. He was told that sa collated reports from all over the Philippines and Southeast Asia, at the rate that they were being swallowed by the drug contamination, they would not be surprised if we become a narco state in the near future. Unknowingly or unconsciously, or we just took it for granted, nag-umpisa dyan sa mga barangay-barangay. Then doon kita ng mga barangay captain na it's lucrative and it could make them millionaires overnight. Pati ang barangay captain, pumasok. Doon nagkagulo. Pumasok mga ibang mayor, marami sa Mindanao, pumasok sila. Doon na nagkalit-silit. And I might want to remind the people that yung sa Marawi, it never started as an outright rebellion to separate Marawi from the rest of the country. None of that. It was because some policemen went to Marawi to serve a warrant of arrest for one of the Maute. Drugs. So there was a firefight. Nobody was hurt. Nag-retreat yung police, then called in the armed forces. Ang pinadala yung Marines. The following day doon sa Pande, naubos yung 9 Marines. That started the fighting. Remember, it was a drug-related attempt to arrest. It was never a declaration that we are separating. That's the essence of rebellion. That you remove a territory or a place from the rest of the country and you want to declare independence. Wala man yun. So, yun, hindi alam ng human rights na marami akong sundalo, pati police na matay. And today, I am losing 1 or 2 policemen a day. So, yung pinapalabas ko lang dyan, makita naman ninyo, puro arrest yan. May makita ka dyan, 1, 2, neutralize. Talagang lumaban. Talagang lumalaban yan eh. So, I just want you to know kung ano ang sitwasyon. Masabihin ng human rights, pupuntahan kayo doon. No, we are bound by the reports of our government agencies. If that is what the police tells me, that this is what happened all over the Philippines, yun. But wala akong nakita na mass killing na ano. Itong mga human rights, pati na itong New York Times, binibili nila, they're buying the story about ganito yan eh. Pumunta ako sa Sagay. There was a killing about during a meeting about a land dispute. Alam mo ho, sa Negros, they are implementing the Maoist commune system. They are not allowing the true beneficiaries, yung tenant talaga, the tenant to till the land for the landlord for the last 400 years of pinasok tayo ng imperialism eh. So, kinuha ng mga katsilal at pinagbibigay nila. And you would notice that it is only in Central Luzon pati Bacolod ang Why? Dahil sa sugar. Ang sugar noon was the number one commodity na kung gusto mong yumaman. Sugar quota. Alam ninyo yan. Kung sino yung favored few sa gobyerno, o sila yon. So, Bacolod, maraming sugar, plus Central Luzon. So, ang pinakamalakas, at saka yung publish na kay Cory, I never criticize Cory. I said na wala lang yung land reform as a lawyer. And may kunti kaming lupa. Nothing of significance to anybody. But yung sana yung mahirapan ako ngayon mag-ano. Kasi they would remind me about so many killings connected with Dunya Losita before it is actually given. How many killings took place there? Maraming namatay doon. So, sana sinali niya ang Dunya Losita, sinabi ko. That's what I said because yun ang makausap ko itong I'm still friends with them. So doon yung Luisita, so more than 100 persons died there along the way in the implementation of the land reform. It could have been avoided kung pati yung Dunya Luisita sinali na niya noon. She was the president, she was in control of everything. Yun ang feedback na, yung makausap ko, pumunta ako ng Sagay. Kasi ang gusto nila doon, sir, you have to be a member of the Federation na manggagawa. Sila ang may sabi, they have to say, kung sino ang ilagay nila doon. Not necessarily the original beneficiary. As mandated by the land. Sila yung maglagay, parang commune system. So, yung iba, kung 2-3 pamilya mo, you are assigned to a smaller. But it should not, it could not, you can't be, it could be the land that your family were tilling for so many. Diyan ang nangyari sa Negros. At dito sa Central Luzon. Bakit? Because it is part of their genetics. Sa Mindanao, maghanap ka ng NPA. Walang land dispute doon eh. Mag-recruit ka, wala silang. But itong mga tao, itong mga descendants ng mga tenants for 300, 200 years, nandyan part of their genetical order, ang sakit sa puso nila. Na yung lulo nila, pati lulo, tatay ng lulo nila, down the line. Hindi talaga nakatikim ng ano ang land reform. May sakit sila. Aside from the ideology, nandyan sa genetical order nila, yung Central Luzon, pati yung Negros. Mahirap. Kaya hanggang ngayon, I'll tell you, in both dyan, mas marami ang mahirap eh. Mas marami ang nasa side ng komunista kaysa gobyerno. Yan ang totoo dyan. Yan, kaya mahirapan tayo. But I never said I declare martial law. I said I'll do something drastic. Yung martial law, yun na lang yung haka-haka nila. But remember this, as I have told the city mayors, I will never declare martial law because as a lawyer, walang ano yan. Bakit mo i-declare ng martial law? You do not go after the law-abiding citizens. You do not go after the enemies. You go after the enemy. So what's the problem of signing a document against your enemy? But kung magkaganunan, I have an idea of what to do. Pero sa akin lang yan. I do not even share it with the military. If things would capsize or begin to capsize, then I would know what to do. And every lawyer in town and every Filipino would really say that he would understand me of what I will do. But that is when we are towards extinction, and that is very far away. You have so many Filipinos to kill to do that. But if the republic begins to disintegrate, and there are a lot of things, and it changes the whole concept of democracy, ibang istorya na yan. Kagaya ng mga I will not go for the maliliit. Pero those drug lords, lalo na yung mga foreigners, sinasabi ko talaga, please do not do it here. I will kill you. I will really kill you. Hindi kita bigyan ng panahon. Kung magtunulada ka, if I catch you one ship, one load, isang lansa na tatapusin talaga kita dyan sa mahirap yan eh. Mahirap yan. You destroy my country. Alam mo, if the head of the family collapses because of drugs, the entire family becomes dysfunctional. And there are thousands of them. And one addict looks for another victim to support his. Then this idiot will look for another victim. So there are so many of them walking around, recruiting. And if there are so many families who are socially dysfunctional, we will have trouble in the next generation. Hindi mo makikita yan ngayon. Ang putok niyan, ang mga anak natin. Yan ang problema ko. So just to say peace and order, if you think that I am here to just protect the Filipinos or alive, I said ours is to prevent the disintegration of the country. But then there would be no Republic of the Philippines to talk about. Your guess is as good as mine if it will happen. But you know, I am not here to make guesses. I am here to make plans. I said, this is not an abstract thing. I will do what is necessary to protect my country. Again, if you have a problem, tapos, if it concerns a barangay or if you are filed with cases, just tell me. We would know if it is performance related. If it's a performance of jury duty, wala kayong problema. Alam ni Anyo ang gawin niya. We are here to protect ourselves from harassment also. We cannot function properly if we do not do that. Tsaka yung sabi nyo na you can come anytime. I assure you, the money will be spread equally. Equally na nga yung 3 years, kita mo naman, wala sa Mindanao, dito, kaganda na ng daan. And to tell you frankly, I had my misgivings about Villar during the first days, but turned out to be one of the best performers. Tugade siya. And of course, Sunny Dominguez. We're good. We have the money. We have the money, but we do not have the budget. But we have the money, actually. We have been good at collecting everything. The train law has done a great deal of good things for our country. So yan ang what I want, what assure you is that hindi ako yung indulge in local politics. Wala, mag-distansya lang talaga ako. If I have hurt, akin na yun. And, we will talk after the presidency. Huwag nga ba, sabihin na niya, paano ka maglaban sa akin? Dito lahat ng security. But, kung mag-ambisyon kayo, I'll tell you, that's what I'm telling my daughter, do not. And if anybody of you here entertaining that, maniwala kayo sa akin. You only have 200,000. walang papel dito sa gobyerno about contracts, about MRT, LRT, reclamation. Maski baliktarin mo ako paglabas ko sa Malacañang, wala kang makuha maski piso sa akin. I do not allow contracts of any kind, of any sort on my table. Wala. Kung kaya mo may kontrata gano'n, if it's a project, you go direct to say Dominguez, then I can call Dominguez for you. If it's DILG, I can call Anyo. Pero contract, wala ho ako. Zero ako dyan. Not even a call. I do not make calls. Baski na may nagmumonitor sa akin, I only call, siyempre, girls na lang. Pero wala, totoo, wala akong ano. So, wala kayong, everything will be spread. And if there's anybody asking, you just tell me. Ganito na lang. Hindi natin maiwasan eh. Sagarin mo na lang ang presyo. Una yung sabihin mo na this project would cost us, sagarin mo. Ay, lakihan mo. Tapos a few millions. Maybe 5 more. Sabi ko sa kanila, yung kikita ng ano, para yung 50 million project, 50 million talaga, ibuhos mo na doon. Tapos yung kita ng contractor, yun ang pamigay niya doon kung sinong iudiputa bigyan niya. Pero yung project ninyo, nandyan. Kaya sabihin ko kay Tugade pati kay ano, taasan ninyo. Make it legal. Total kung sa betting kung ano, make it a few. Kasi kung magnegosyo ng contractor, you do not profit anything. Gago, bakit ka pa magnegosyo? Why do you have to go into business to lose money, lose your funds? Taasan na lang niyo, make it legal. Mas mabuti pa ganun. Pero yan ang mga commission lang. You are the commission and the original price. But there has to be a limit. Huwag naman yung commission na 25 million. Sobra na yan. Mga 21 lang. Hindi. Yung tama-tama lang mabuhay tayong lahat. That's enough. You know, it's business. You know, it's business. There has to be profit. So you have to think that those people will really look for profits and some will want to share with profits. Mga engineer, pati mga barangay, di kasali na yun sa ganansya niya, sa what he would profit or gain from the contract. We understand that. Otherwise, kung ganon, I tell the people, forget about infrastructure. You cannot do it by just laway na malugi yung tao. He is there to make profit. So give them the profit, but it has to be, you want corruption, stop, isali na lang ninyo sa, para magkaroon naman ng konti. Ayun ang pamigay niya. Pero, puro man mayaman na kayong lahat, hindi naman kailangan. No. Siya pa ang magbigay sa kontraktor. So, I'd like to say thank you for coming here. I'm happy to see you, sir.